What's going on, guys? It is Byron D. Allen, and in this video I'm going to talk about the top 5 pros and cons when it comes to print on demand. These are going to be things that you need to know before you start the business. All right, so let's get into it. Alright, so starting this video off, I'm going to start off with the cons because for me, I always like to start off with the bad news and end it on a good note. So the first con that we're going to talk about is that when you are doing print on demand, there is less profit. What you got to understand is that you are using a company or multiple companies that have a lot of employees, they have buildings, they have taxes, they have so many things that they have to deal with. So the prices are going to be a little higher when you are outsourcing your orders to print on demand companies versus when you're doing it on your own. So what you'll want to do, you'll want to look through different products. If you're selling shirts, you'll want to look at different shirts that these companies offer. You'll want to order samples of each one so you could determine what is best for your customers. Con number 2 is there is less quality control. Again, these are big companies, guys. So imagine you working in a warehouse or a factory or something, and it's a Friday and it's the end of the day and you're ready to get out of there. Sometimes things are going to slip by, and it's just the nature of the business. Versus if you're doing it as a much smaller operation, you're going to make sure that the quality is A1. Well, at least I would hope you would. Con number 3 when it comes to print on demand is there is longer fulfillment times. So what you got to realize is that there are tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of other people that are using these companies. They have a large amount of orders in the queue, and so they got to get to it in the order in which it comes. So some advice I would give you is go and check out, when you go to these print on demand companies or to their websites, go and look for the fulfillment times. Fulfillment times change, especially with all the crazy stuff that is going on in the world. Back in 2020, when everything first went down, fulfillment times for some of these print on demand companies was like almost 30 days. But don't worry, because most of them are back on point. Some of them, it only takes them 2 days to get it out. Some of them, it might take 7. And it also depends on the product that you are outsourcing as well. Con number 4, you have no control over product availability. So let's say that you have a hot selling item and it's a certain model, or if it's a shirt, it's a certain color. If they run out, then it is what it is. What you will have to do at that point, you will have to go into your listings and make that color unavailable or the size in the color unavailable. That is something that is totally out of our control, and we just have to rely on the company and hope that they get the product in on time. Con number 5, the last one, your marketing is going to be more expensive. So this is kind of piggybacking off the first one, which is less profit. When you have less profit, you're going to have less marketing dollars that you can spend and still be in the green after you get your sale. Versus when you are making a shirt yourself, you have more profits. So let me give you an example. Let's say that I sell an item, and then after I sell the item through outsourcing it with print on demand, my profit is $7. From there, I only have $7 to play with to break even. Versus if I'm doing it myself, if my product is double that and I make $14 if I'm doing it myself, now I got $14 to play with to break even. So I could spend more money and still be in a positive as long as my conversion rates are good. So those are the top 5 cons. Now let's get into the top 5 pros on print on demand, which is pretty good. Pro number 1, there is a low barrier to get started. When it comes to print on demand, you can create an account for free with most companies. You can create it for free right now, today, and start selling immediately. That's one of the great things about print on demand and the internet in general. It has just changed the game. You can get started right now. And I advise you to do that. Don't waste time. We are 20 days into 2022. What have you done to advance yourself in your business right now? Don't waste time, guys. Get started now. This is one of the easiest ways to get started. Very low barrier. Pro number 2, they have a wide range of products. When we are doing products ourselves, we may be limited in our capabilities to be able to scale up when it comes to products. But when it comes to print on demand, we got choices from hats, hoodies, shirts, even socks. Some companies even do steering wheel covers for your car, custom bed sheets, custom showers, curtains. It goes on and on. And so with print on demand, it's very easy to start getting into other products. Pro number 3, you have much more time on your hands. You don't have to worry about getting up like I do and picking the shirts and picking my heat transfers and pressing them and packing them and shipping them off. You don't have to worry about any of that. And doing that every day can take a lot out of your day. And so when you are outsourcing, you have so much more time on your hands. Now, my suggestion with this extra time that you have is not to use it leisurely. Don't just have fun with your free time. Use this to learn marketing. Marketing is the heart and soul of any business. If you can't get products that customers want and you can't get these products in front of their face, you have no business. Study marketing. I cannot say this enough. Study, study, study marketing. Pro number 4 is that it is easy to scale. Let me give you an example. Let's say that I'm doing 5 sales a day and then I go to 10 sales a day. But let's say I make a goal and I want to go to 150 sales a day. Well, guess what? With print on demand, I can do that easily. These are multi-million-dollar companies that are placed all over the United States, and not even that, all over the world. When you're doing it yourself, you may be limited in your capabilities, or you may have to spend a ton of money on people and equipment to be able to scale to this level. With print on demand, it's easier to do. And so going into pro number 5, we're piggybacking off the last one, it's easy to sell globally. This is probably one of the best things that I love about print on demand. I've sold to people in Australia, the UK, in Germany, in Canada, in Japan, the Philippines, you name it. I have sold to so many countries. And print on demand has made this easy. When the pandemic first happened, there was a lot of countries that stopped accepting packages from the United States. But with print on demand, they already had fulfillment centers set up in these different countries, if not in the country, near the country, to where I could put in the order and it'll get shipped to them in a timely fashion, faster than anything I could do shipping from the United States. Also, it's a little cheaper too on the shipping, because it's being shipped from that country. So that is a great pro when it comes to print on demand. All right, so that's the end of the video. If you want to get started with print on demand, I got a link below. This is to Printful. This company is the best one that I believe to get started with. It's absolutely free to get started. Get started today. Don't waste time. Also, while you're down there in the description, I got other things that help you out in your business. I'm revamping a free course that's gonna be out soon. Link will be below as well. And subscribe to the channel, man. I got a lot of good things coming out, a lot of good things planned for this year. We gonna make 2022 one of the best years ever. But we can't do it sitting stagnant. Get started today. Don't ever forget, true wealth is your time and freedom.